The software that I use is called Monday.com. It's a project management software that a lot of big tech companies use. I use it too. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys how I use Monday.com. It's a great app to use. All right. Open Monday.com for you guys, okay? So this is basically how Monday.com works. You can divide it by city. So we have like different cities on here, but let's just say, I want to do a quick view of all my cities in Philadelphia, for example, okay? So let's say I basically want to do Philly, okay? This is the address, okay? The location, the exact location, any specific comments, the status, is it live or not, okay? Let's go to master lock location. Where is the lock located for each of these units, okay? So a building photo. There should be a building photo, but there isn't. The cleaner. What's the name of the cleaner? What's the backup code for the cleaners? What's the door type? Is it a smart lock? Is it a slage lock? Is it a regular door lock? Is it a 1-bedroom? Is it a studio? Is it a 2-bedroom, right? You have to have that written on there. How many beds does it have? Is it a does it have 2 beds, 1 bed, 3 bed, whatever? Is it a fob or is it a physical key? Does the building have a physical key or does the building have a gate, right? All of those things need to be in there, okay? Any specific check-in guides, any specific videos or photos to make it to find it and make it look a little easier to find, okay? Any outstanding maintenance requests, okay? Nothing, all in good condition. Pets, yes, we allow pets. Trash pickup, how does trash pickup work? Is there even trash pickup? Yes or no, okay? Where's the trash location? Where did they throw the trash, right? How about where's the washer and dryer? Second floor, inside the unit, basement? You never know, right? Your guests don't know. Your VA has to have that information in front of them right at the same time. When you have 30 units, they can't memorize, right, where all these things are, right? The directions to how to get to the washer and dryer, right? How to do those things. Parking, is it street parking, valet parking, metered parking, right? Every single apartment is different. So you have to have that right there. So when your VAs are answering these questions, they know exactly where to look, okay? The instructions for parking, is there a paid parking lot? Is there a free parking lot? How do I get to that parking lot, right? Everything's on there for your VAs to give your guests. Any specific notes, okay? Ring cameras, are they running? Is there any outstanding issues? Okay. The battery level for the rings, does anything need to be charged? This one needs to be charged. So then the VAs know, all right, we got to tell the cleaner, go change the batteries and swap it out. Okay. So that's basically how it works on Monday.com. There's an essential database of every single unit, basically, for the entire portfolio, and you have everything you need basically right there for you. Number of beds, etc. Unit count, building access code, key fob, washer, dryer, whatnot. Okay, that's one. Then I have another one called ring and sludge status. Okay, what's the current status on all the smart locks, ring codes, specifically for each city? Battery levels, is this currently on? Does the slaging code need charging? The status, is it live? Where's the backup code in case the regular admin code fails or doesn't populate or doesn't synchronize with the software? There's a hard backup code written on the back of every lock. What's the backup code for it, right? Where do we change it to? Give it to the guest in case the Wi-Fi cuts out. So you have to have redundancies in place in case things don't work. Okay. Logins is obviously all my logins for all like my utility accounts, Airbnb accounts, Netflix accounts, payment accounts. Okay. Keep that on there. That way you have a central location in a database to log into everything. Then you have a task board. Okay. You have to assign tasks to your VAs. So this will automatically, there's an automation that will automatically remind them. Okay. So for example, let's see, every single day on the 24th, or every 2 weeks, it reminds this specific VA to update the accounting sheet, okay? The battery for the ring has to be checked every single 3 days by these 3 VAs, whoever's on shift that day, right? So the recurring task for VAs. This specific VA, create new 2 listings in Austin, clean up the maintenance portal, okay? Hamza, they assign me tasks. If there's something that I have to do that like I have to specifically work on that they can't do, that like something like administrative related, I have to call the bank or like something happened, assign it to me so I know, right? Don't tell me, assign it to me. I'll take care of it when I can, okay? Contact information, I'm not going to show you it, but have a contact board of every single person. That's important. So your cleaners for every city have their phone numbers and email addresses on there. The property managers of every building, the maintenance person of every building, the handyman of the building, the garbage, the name of the garbage company, that collects the garbage of the building, right on there. So if your VA needs to call, they know exactly who to call for exactly what situation, if anything happens, right? They know exactly who to reach in case you're not available to help tell them, okay? Property launch schedule, okay? Anytime I'm launching a new property, there's a specific schedule involved and steps, okay? So the first thing are the startup deposits and fees paid, okay? Who's it assigned to? Hamza. Status, complete. Interior design. Was interior design done? Who's the status assigned to? Hamza. Status is complete. Order furnishings, okay? Drop down menu. Where's all the furnishings, the delivery dates? Okay. Has this been delivered? Dining chairs have been ordered. We didn't order a console table. Everything else has been ordered. Nothing has arrived yet. These items you have to go pick up in person, right? You can make notes on it. When did it arrive? When did it get delivered, right? So you can like pretty much keep an entire like catalog or it's an organizational structure, essentially, knowing when things are arriving, when they've been delivered, and basically see the progress live in terms of where we're standing right now. If I'm in Dubai and I was furnishing 5 units, I obviously am in a different time zone. Wake up and after check up on it 2 days. Come back from the desert. All right, what's the status on these 5 units? Where are we? What needs to get done? And what's delivered? What's not there? Everything gets updated for me so I can see it from there. Okay. Ordering amenities. And are the furnishing and amenities all delivered? Yes, completed. Okay. Renter's insurance. Did we get renter's insurance? Did we buy it? Okay. Did we call the internet provider? Did I call Comcast? Did I call Xfinity? Did I call Verizon? Has the internet been set up? Okay. Did I create the online payment account? Or have all the furnishings and amenities been transferred to the unit now from storage? Okay. Did I get the keys from the unit, from the building? Was the build now completed? As soon as the build is completed, mark it right away. That way, you know, progress-wise, the build's completed. What's next? Has the unit been cleaned and staged? Is the unit now cleaned and staged? Great. Now the next step is photography. Okay. Now, has the photography done? Perfect. Create your check-in guides and create the listing. As soon as your check-in guides and listings are created, then link your listing to Guesty. After your Guesty, your listing is linked to Guesty. All right, now it's time to basically go ahead and create your automated messages, okay? Once that's done, go ahead and update your cleaning schedule in Guesty. Good. Now install the Wi-Fi, connect the Ring, connect the Price Labs, and you're done. That's literally the entire process to go from like, all right, let's pretty much pay your startup fees to boom, I'm done. I'm done, connected to my pricing software. Everything's ready to go. So that way I know I'm not in the city. I can go basically look on my phone to see what the hell is going on, what's happening at any time during the day, and know the exact status of the business in terms of launching new properties. Okay. Next thing is schedule. Okay. You got to make sure that your VAs have a schedule. So you have to, I basically have my VAs work 2 shifts per day. Like, so two VAs are working per day. I have a morning shift from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then I have an afternoon shift from 3 a.m. to 12 a.m. So I have an hour overlap. In that hour overlap, the morning VA has to communicate with the afternoon VA. Any issues, any guests that are coming, they're checking in late to watch out for, any outstanding things that you have to watch out for. That 1 hour is crucial for communication between the 2 VAs. And also that time, a lot of guests are checking in. So if you're having 2 VAs answer the phone when guests are checking in is great because that's the most busiest time. So always have that hour overlap, an hour gap. That way your VAs can actually communicate with each other and pass along important information from morning to night, okay? Then, not just that, guys, they have to do daily reports every single day. So I'm going to show you like a daily report from, where is it? All right. So daily reports right now. So for example, AM shift, PM shift, AM shift, PM shift. So what happened here? All right. This is all the certain things that happen during their shift in their day. Okay. This person, guest reporting there's a tobacco smell, whatever. Next person, guest reporting there's some screws sticking out of the ground. All right. Then I reached out to our maintenance man. He said he'll check it tomorrow. Airbnb call. Then another unit, guest had an alteration. Another unit, guest wants to know if they can lower the window blinds, right? So anything that happens that's of relative importance, write down your daily report, okay? This guest saying, there's no toaster. Someone stole a toaster from the last guest that checked out. So I have to give a new toaster, right? So the VAs are going to go ahead and order the toaster, and then the next VA knows it's coming tomorrow, right? So make sure every single VA is writing an end of day daily report. That way there's no screw ups and you know basically what's happening every single day. Like when I was in Dubai, guys, I was on a different time zone. So like, I don't know what's happening. I literally wake up in the morning, look at the daily report. All right, cool. Go back, enjoy my day. Like if there's nothing to tell you, nothing going on to worry about, your daily report should have it on there for you. If there's something that needs your attention, it should be on the daily report, right? So that way, actually what's happening in your business. All right. And the next thing is a taskbar to basically keep track of cancellations. There's no way to actually keep track of cancellations. So you can actually keep track on here, for example, on how much money you're making from cancellations, right? So for April this month, we made about 900 cancellations from this unit, a couple cancellations from there. CBG means canceled by the guest. CBH means canceled by host. CBA means canceled by Airbnb, okay? So it's important to label who's canceling on and who has the authority to cancel, how much your original payout is, what's the final payout, and has it been added to the accounting software, to the financial sheet, okay? It gives you a sum for all the units, every single city on cancellation, okay? Extra fees. Let's see how much people are paying in extra fees, okay? pet fee, pet fee, pet fee, pet fee, pet fee. Okay. Have they been paid it? Has it been canceled? Are they pending saying, oh, I'll pay it tomorrow, I'll pay it the day after? Do we have to refund them? They didn't bring their pet anymore. Do we have to involve Airbnb because they're not paying the pet fee, right? So you have to make sure it's all noted on there. The amount and the sum from that city is $500 so far for the month. Okay. Then claims. Do we have any open damage claims currently in the units right now? Okay. So let's see. At this unit, Walnut 3R category was missing, excessive cleaning, late checkout, damage. The case number should be on there, resolution dates, the guest's name, status has been resolved, has been paid, the amount that we claimed, the amount granted, and then with the date it was reported and last updated. So we claimed 150, got 150. This one we claimed 314, we got 314. This guest fucked up the entire unit. We claimed 2,500. The actual damage they did was $300. Okay. Whenever I do a claim like that and they F up the entire unit, I claim some crazy ass number. They ended up paying out $1,800 for that damage. So I made a free $1,500 just in making some abnormal, outrageous claim because they destroyed the entire unit. Okay. So keep track of all these, extra reimbursements, claims, damages, keep it organized because you're going to have to refer back to it when you're talking to Airbnb. They're going to ask you, what's the case number? What date they check out on? What day did they check in? When did they leave? When was their first reported? And you have all of that documented and saved. You can win every single case. If you look on here, I have not lost a single case yet, right? Some are ongoing. So if any damages happen, they will pay me for it because I have everything documented. Okay. Then you have actual Airbnb cases. Nothing going on. And then maintenance requests. Do you have any actual maintenance or current outstanding maintenance requests, right? What's their status? For example, this guest in this unit, guest name, status, is it currently reported? Has it been followed up on? Is it done? Is it to be filed? You didn't file the maintenance request yet, or is it scheduled, right? This one's done. Issues, bathroom sink. Guest, reported, bathroom sink is clogged. Okay, as clogged. Okay, reported, done. Next one, this guest, there's a leak with water running out from spilling onto the floor. It's been reported. All right, now they have the VAs have to basically follow up on it, and they'll change it to follow it up. Okay, once it's followed up and fixed, then the report done. So make sure you have some type of maintenance guest tracker. That way you know what the actual issues are, and you keep track of all the maintenance issues for every single listing. Okay. And besides that, yeah, that's pretty much the entire Monday board that I have. That's how the entire business is run using this software called Monday.com, right? It's great because I can go to notifications, see if anyone basically subscribed me to a specific item. If there's anything that needs, my specific attention, I get DM. If I was mentioned anywhere in the entire company, anyone can, mention me and then I'll see it. Nothing was mentioned. That's good. Any unread messages, things like that. In my inbox, I can see if any specific item has changed. So I want to anytime a status changed, I want to see it. That way I know what's going on, right? So this listing was changed from unlisted to live. This listing was changed from unlisted to live. Now I know, okay, these listings are now live. Okay, the VAs have basically made the listings. They've updated them. They're now live. Okay, so you got to make sure basically, you're on top of things, but you're not like the overwasher, but you have control over everything and you can see it all from one central database. And this is your central database, right? This is your basically central quick view database of every single thing you need to see in terms of when you're hiring someone. You can plug them into this and they have all the information there in front of them. They don't have to go ask you 10,000, 30,000 questions saying, yes, sir, how do you do this? Yes, sir, where's this? Yes, sir, where's that? Everything's there in front of you. Just literally look at it, look for the information, look for the address, and all your questions should be answered in there. Any questions about this software?
Yes, that looks like this is like a lot of things on one platform. And do you train? How long does it take to train a VA to go through everything? Or do you have videos that train them automatically?
Yeah, it takes about a week. So before, when I first used this, so I started using this software before I was running the entire business on Google Sheets and Excel, and Google Drive. And I'm like, all right, I'm at 45 units. I got to create an actual system, right? A centralized system software that's going to basically help me scale, whether it's from 200 units to 500 units. The software should be able to take care of it all, right? When I quit my job, my 9 to 5, I literally sat down. I had at home for 6 days straight. I imported everything into the software. I recorded myself inputting all the data and explained to them how this works. And then the VAs watched the video. I screen recorded myself and recorded myself actually walking through it. And once that video was created, you save it in Google Drive. Anytime a VA needs to get hired on, hey, just watch this 30-minute video. Ask me if you have any questions afterwards. 99% of the time, they'll have everything there in that video.
Yeah, as a newbie, I just see this and it's a lot for me. So do you provide those videos or templates for us how to structure the Monday platform?
No, so it's like there's no way for me to like physically give it to you, right? Like the software, it's not I have my own account, so I can't like share my account with you or anything. It's just I give you guys like the template, the outline, the headings, the titles, and that's pretty much it. You can make it however you want. A lot of people have asked me to basically do it for them. It takes me now, like I can do it pretty quick. I can probably do it like within an hour because I've done it so many times. I'll probably charge for that later, but like, no, you don't really need this until you're like at scale and you have like 20, 30, 40 units, maybe even 10 units. Maybe you know, if you have 5 units, you can do it yourself. It doesn't take long. If you're like 30, 40 units, then probably, yeah, you're going to have to, you know, sit down and take a couple days doing it.
One more question. So did you get most of your money? I mean, let's say that guest damage something. So that resolved. So the guest pays for the resolution or mostly Airbnb for you?
Airbnb, so the Airbnb never, so the rules actually changed like 2 weeks ago. Before, Airbnb never charged the guest for any damages. They paid it themselves. Now Airbnb is starting to charge the guest. So it's a mix of both now.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions about the software?
I think it's mostly you learn when you start doing these things on your own instead of looking those videos and going through the experience.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once you guys have your first unit, 2 units, and you come back to this video, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Like, thank God, I'm gonna copy literally exactly what he's doing to my listing. Okay. So I'm like, it's gonna help a lot once you guys actually have your first listing and you're gonna go through all this, you know, yourself and start making it yourself and it'll come to you. But for those of you who already have 5, 10 units and they want this right away, contact me privately in my messages and I'll see if I can help you out in setting this up from scratch if you already have 5 or 10 units. But besides that, guys, this is what a company, an Airbnb actual company looks like from the back end, right? You have all your automated messaging from Guesty. You have your remote lock. You have your Slack software for desk for internal communication. You have money.com for central database and your task and your over quick view, your central database. Then you have your Ring cameras. You got your noise detectors. You have all these things in place to basically help you pretty much run the business without actually being in the business, right? You're working on the business. You're not dealing with the bullshit of the day-to-day. You're just working on the business and overseeing everybody else working in the business. Does that make sense?
Fair enough.
One more question, Hamza, is so when we start up a first unit, we should also track, the furniture coming date and, if things are being, it's basically a procedure to set up, right? Do you have something for that? Is it the same as a new listing procedure or is it different?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as a new listing procedure, right? Like you have the furniture sheet, everything set up, like everything. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different for every single person. Like you might not need get renter's insurance. You might not need to, get a photographer. You might take pictures of their iPhone, but that's just my general procedure and schedule for setting up a new listing from scratch.
Yeah. Do you mind showing your template just so we can frame it, the new listing procedure, or is it private?
Oh, so this right here is like, so this is blank. So this is the new listing procedure. This is the launch schedule. The VAs are basically going to write anything in here. If there's anything specific about this listing, I have to type in to make sure, guys, this listing, even though it's it looks like this way, make sure you put the pool out of use for 3 months out of the year, right? There's a hot tub in it, say it's not available for 3 months out of the year or something like that, right? So I'll put that in there for a big batch if I'm doing it, but it's pretty much blank right now.